Hey guys, shows that we are live. This is Brian Stecker here down at Boomer Fitness, and I wanted to go live. I wanted to go live for you today. Put this over at my Instagram account and Facebook account yesterday, and said, hey, ask me any question. I'll be more than happy to answer these for you. So I've got a list of questions here that you guys sent me yesterday in Instagram, and I wanted to go over every single one of those. But before that we hop into this video, make sure you give this a like button, okay? Make sure you give this a share, make sure you subscribe, and hit that little bell button so you can get updated with all the great content that is going to be coming out specifically for you. And I plan on doing these on a weekly basis for you because it's been requested a couple times. Where have I been? I've been taking care of my clients here at the gym and focused only on my online clients that I currently had. But now that the gym is up to speed and been doing really well with supporting our online clients, we are getting more consistent with our YouTube content again. That's where I've been. And then also, we've had 3 spots open up in our online coaching program. So if you want help with your nutrition, your accountability, your exercise routine, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Also, I'll make sure to link down below scheduling link where you and I can hop on a call, go over your goals, and put that together. All right. Thank you so far, everybody out there who's watching. Also, thank you for the like. If you have any questions, make sure you submit them down below. I'll do my best to answer them on this Facebook Live. To really get my attention, there's a super chat. You can click the super chat button, and that will put your question right to the top. And I'll answer that question. And if there is a different question out there, that I don't get to, I'll make sure I answer that on the next YouTube video. So all right. So the first question that I wanted to go over today is you're stuck with your weight loss. That's a great question. And I see that many a times down here at Boomer Fitness and working with clients. So usually when somebody's stuck at a weight loss goal, just to be honest with you, there's a lack of focus, first and foremost. We all know, first and foremost, it starts with calories in versus calories out. We can't get around that. So number one is you got to have a big enough vision of what you want to achieve, okay? And you got to know why it's important to achieve that goal. Because when we get off track, it's a reminder to ourselves why we started this fitness goal. Usually people start a fitness journey because something is not right, okay? Either they're overweight, they have a health issue, they know they're not being their best, they prioritize other things. But as you go through your fitness journey, what ends up happening is most people get comfortable and then they revert back to old habits. So you got to first and foremost focus on your big vision. What is your big vision? What do you really want to achieve? Why is that important to you? So it's important to get clear up front when you're starting your fitness journey, why that's important. Now that you've got that covered and you're stuck with your weight loss journey, I would look at calories in, calories out. That's the first thing. Second thing, then you're going to look at your exercise. Some simple ways to look at those two areas is commit yourself to that calorie deficit. Log everything in your food journal. And once everything's logged in your food journal, you can see if you're getting that calorie deficit or not. Then you want to introduce exercise. Usually people do it the other way around. The number one thing that they start doing is they start saying, hey, I need to exercise. And the biggest myth out there is this, is you can't outwork a bad diet. So people always overestimate what they burn in a workout. Like you work out like, woo, that was a tough one today. Okay? That was a tough one. And then you've been programmed through commercials like you burned 1,000 calories in that workout. So like, come to our latest blah, blah, blah class, so you're going to burn 1,000 calories. That's not the case. Okay? So we're overestimating what we're burning and we're underestimating what we're consuming. So many times I'm working with people, I'm like, hey, let's log your food. I don't want to log my food. And they go to the exercise component. Then they come back, we start logging their food, and we find out, hey, let's just try it out. Let's just try it for 2 weeks. If it doesn't work, I have a trash can right here, and then we can throw this in the trash can if it's not working, all right? We can just throw it in the trash can. But usually what happens is they come back to me and they say, Brian, I did not realize how many calories I was consuming. Okay? They didn't realize how much they were consuming. So we're overestimating what we're burning and we're underestimating what we're consuming. So that's where I would start, is make sure your calories there and then create a calorie deficit through your exercise routine. Okay? If you need help with that, again, schedule a call. I can help you with that. With that being said, all right. So the next thing is that I get is, how do I get out of a negative mind place and not wanting to do something? Okay. I just have to say this. We all have adversity. We all have challenging times. We all get stuck in a negative mind place. I've been there a few times in my life. I mean, during COVID, there was plenty of times. My business was shut down for over 6.5 months, and I had to work with people strictly online, and a lot of people couldn't come to the gym anymore. That put me in a place where at times I was like, I don't want to do it. But I'm a leader, and I have to be a great example for you guys. So how did I get out of a negative mind place? And it's, you got to stick to a routine. You don't just wake up every day feeling great. There's days where you're going to have that. We're programmed to be that way. So how I like to start my day, and I post it on my Instagram stories every day, my same routine. I get up, usually it's really early, it's like 4 o'clock, between 4 o'clock and 5, Monday through Friday. On Saturdays I get up at like 6 or 7 because people come in a little bit later to the gym. Or on Sundays I get up around 7 pretty naturally. So how I start that day is I brew my cup of coffee, drink it out of my Green Bay Packer mug, and then I put something positive in my mind. I usually read 10 minutes of a daily devotional book. That puts my mind in a good spot. And then I think about what I'm grateful for, what's going well in my life. If you look deep enough and hard enough in your life, you will find something that you're grateful for. All right? That's the great start. And then I focus on my goals. I think about the top 3 priorities I have for the day, and then I go into it, and then I go to the gym, I train some clients, and then I get my workout in midday, and then that puts me at another win. So it's all about stacking wins throughout the day, and then I just start to naturally feel better, and it gets my mind in the right spot. So what I would recommend for you is how to get out of that negative mind spaces. The first thing is you don't want to do it. You got to focus on what you want. What do you want? What are you excited about? What are you passionate about? What do you want to achieve? Focus on what you want, okay? This is what I want. And then the next thing, you got to start creating a routine to do that. So you got to put your mind in a good place, and then you have to take action. Action relieves anxiety, all right? And then the last piece is you got to get yourself part of a supportive community. You got to get supportive people around you, because if you take a fish, for example, and you put it in toxic water, it's going to die. So if you're in a toxic environment, your positive state of mind and attitude is probably going to die pretty quickly, unless you're really a resilient person. But then you got to create that environment. You got to get yourself around positive people. And that's why so many people, get a coach. And they get support that way. You've got to create a positive environment. You've got to hang your goals up. I have people put in their car. They have it a screensaver on their phone. You've got to get in a positive environment. Get around other people where they're achieving your goals at a high level, and that is going to rub off on you. You may feel a little unworthy at first, but after that, you're going to start seeing some momentum. You're starting to build some confidence, and you'll be in a better place. All right. Next one is, what are your thoughts about meal prep companies? I think meal prep companies are great. Now, that was all the question was. Meal prep companies are great. I used a multitude of them through the time. Mega Fit Meals was one, and Icon Meals was one of the first ones that I've ever used. I really enjoyed it because during weeks where I was extremely busy. I could order the meals that I struggled with the most. Maybe it was my lunch, maybe it was my dinner, but I could order up 24 of them. It would cover me during those tough times, and then I could eat the meals that were easiest for me to eat. Another great thing about meal prep companies is it saves you time. So if you do the math on it, right, you figure out what your time's worth. So if you're an extremely busy person, you think about what it costs for you for the groceries, then you think about what it costs you to go and get those groceries and prep all the meals and clean and cook up time. You're going to end up in the long run saving money by using a meal prep company. And it's going to help you stay on your goals longer. I know clients that use them where they travel for work. They have them delivered directly to the hotel they're going to be at, and then they have a refrigerator. All right? So we've got that for us. Let me check in on if there's any questions here. Any super chats or anything. Don't see any questions there so far. So good. We've got that one there. What do I do if I get off track with my nutrition? All right. Say an example would be like, say you had 3 days where you're spot on and you have 1 day that you're higher. That would be an example. Or if you've been on track for 5 days and you have 1 day that's higher, and that seems to be a consistent theme. What I do for my clients and what I recommend my clients is you can't get around that sometimes, right? So what you would want to do is, like say Monday through Friday, you were right on track with your nutrition, but Saturday and Sunday is higher. What you want to do is figure out how much higher you are there and then take that percentage off the other days. So say you're 400 calories up on the 2 days and that's 10% higher than you normally are, or 20% higher you normally are in your calories. Just bring down those Monday or Tuesday activities, or what I find. So I would do that. Or on the weekend, usually people don't get a workout in. Just get a light workout in that day. So on the weekend, I would go out. I would go for, it's 30, 40-minute walk. Maybe it's a jog for you. Maybe it's a workout. But that's going to put you in a calorie deficit from your workout, or help you burn some extra calories there. So reduce your calories earlier or sometime in the week, and then try to pump up your activity on the weekend. All right, I got a big anniversary coming up, and they're going to go out to a fancy restaurant, and they want to indulge. Great. Many clients who've done that. And that's part of what makes our plan work extremely well. Is I teach people how to make this their lifestyle. Like, I don't even call it a plan. I don't even call it a program. It's a lifestyle transformation program. It's a Boomer Fitness breakthrough. And the reason why I talk about it in that sense is, if you think about diet, you think the first 3 letters is 3 and you're depriving yourself. And the other thing is, it's not sustainable. If you're going to make a lifestyle transformation, you've got to make sure that this is sustainable for you. All right? So how do you do that? You have strategies like this in place. So if you're going out to dinner and you're celebrating, it's great. Pre-plan. Look at the menu. Log your foods into MyFitnessPal. Know what you're going to have ahead of time. And if you're going to have that big meal, log it. Now look at the rest of your day. So, looking at it, you might say, okay, I'm almost at my calories. That means you're going to have to eat a lighter meal earlier in the day. You can't have the normal breakfast that you normally would have, or lunch that you normally would have. You just have to be a little bit lighter earlier in the day, and then you're going to go out and enjoy the amazing meal that you have at that time. Okay? So use that strategy right there. And then, again, be a little bit more active in that aspect. Travel, how do I stay fit while I'm traveling? Easy strategies would look up the area that you're going to, look up restaurants, look at places that you're going to be eating around that area. That's the first thing I would do, so that you know what's accessible to you. Most rooms have refrigerators. You can find a local supermarket, have your meals already picked out, what you're going to have there. Buy those. And then I would see if they had a hotel gym. Look at their hotel gym. Our clients that train with us, we either send them through Google Docs their workouts that they can do while they're traveling, or what we do for them is we have an app where they log on in their workouts in there, and that they can perform that. The other mindset tip that you want to have when you're traveling is when you're home, you want to focus on maximal achieving this result. When you're on the road, you're looking to stay lean and light. All right? So build at home, be lean and light on the road. Example of a client who did this is I had a trip to Disneyland. So, excuse me, didn't have my water with me here. But they went to Disneyland, and they were worried about it. But I said, hey, you're gonna get plenty of steps. Let's track your steps. Let's log your food. So they didn't so much worry about the activity because they were with family and friends, and they were getting their activity through steps. And then the next thing was to log their food, make sure they maintain that, and then find the best alternatives for their food when they were on the road. And they came back, they had dropped 3 pounds of body fat in little over a week. Okay, so that's how I would approach that. Those are all the questions that I had in my Instagram box. I want to thank everybody who sent those over. Again, we plan on doing these once a week, so make sure you subscribe or follow me over on the Instagram at Boomer Fitness USA, and I'll be sure to answer your questions when you do those. Also, we've got 3 spots open in my transformation program and coaching program. If you're interested in one of those spots, down below there'll be a link to my schedule. You and I will hop on a call, and we'll see if this is a great fit for you. All right? Only apply if you're really focused and serious on working through a fitness goal or fitness transformation, as I don't take everybody into my program. And just be ready to be committed to make that transformation. Again, have yourself a great day. Post any questions you have, and I plan to do these consistently on a weekly basis through the end of the year. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.